These are my synthesizers. Yep. These three guys are the Ottava series. They're just different versions of the same. The standard versions are the white and the brown. You can pick your LED colors, pick your case color, pick your stain, that kind of a thing. But basically, it's still a dual oscillator, analog dual oscillator, 4-pole low-pass filter, 4 ADSRs, 4 LFOs, patch storage, instant patch recall for performance. It's got external for like CV or external pedal, that kind of thing. Digital noise source has color control, so you can actually pitch it. So you can play your noise source. You can actually play tunes on it. It has its own VCA, so you can click the noise off after you don't want it anymore. It has 21 modulation sources and 18 destinations for their modulation. And you can store 60 patches, and it will do dual phonic, but very, very modest. It's a monophonic synthesis.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sub-oscillators in each VCO, which could be 1 or 2 octaves down. They also have filters on the sub-oscillators, so you can get square wave or sine wave sub-os noise. That's kind of nice.
Gotcha. You have separate mixer control over that sort of
Yep,
stuff?
everything has its own mixer control. You can morph the waveform from saw to triangle, and then you have pulse width modulation. You can modulate that, so you can do modulated wave shape. You can modulate the pitch. You have 2 modulation sources for cutoff, and you also have a modulation source for resonance. So modulating resonance is cool.
As well as the cutoff.
You can do rate modulation on the LFOs. The LFOs can be MIDI synced to any kind of clock you want, a divisor from 1 to 1024. You can also set them to trigger once, so they'll be like ARs almost in that way. And the ADSRs have delay, and they also have hold, and they can be looping or MIDI sunk as well.
Very cool.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And if you don't have a keyboard and you just want to do drone boxes, or you're just playing with the sound by yourself, you got a little key up there. Has MIDI in and out, so you can export patches, import patches, and just a singular 0 to 5 volt CV input. One sound source. Pulse width modulation there. Just all you're listening to one oscillator, pulse width modulator at that point. You bring in the sub. 2 octave down sub. You can also do shape modulation from sine to triangle. It's a little more subtle. Here's without it. Saw waves for both. Turn everything up. Now we'll just detune. turn the ADSR on the looping. Just put a little delay in it. So yeah, you can with 4 ADSRs and 4 LFOs, you can really set up some cool complex modulation. So now I've just patched in like a real little Rick Wakeman thing in fifths, a little bit of glide in there, and then you can use it as your starting point at some point when you're playing live, and then you can just say, I don't want that. I want to go back to that. That one is a metallic hit where it uses the ring modulator to put a little metallic hit in the beginning. And then, then boom, you're back to. It'll record 60 patches, but you can assign any of those 10 patches to the front. But you can still get at the 60 patches just by going into the patch.
Gotcha. So you got like the quick change there?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, so these normally will tell you like what's sourcing, like LFO's going into that.
Gotcha.
Our envelope 2 is going into there. LFO 1 is the other guy.
So it'll tell you what's going on.
No resonance modulation. That's what they normally do. And that's, if you want to change the modulator, you can just click on it and then you just change it. And it's active immediately as you move it. I wanted that to be just like a knob too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
I appreciate it. Is that out already? Or?
It is. We're building them in small batches. They run $700 in the format you see them like that.
Awesome.